This is an incredibly safe documentary, and in case you're wondering where it's streaming, you shouldn't be, because you should naturally be able to put two and two together and think to yourself, now, where would this be streaming? Also, why don't you drop in the comments your favorite SNL alumni? That'll get the comments going. Who is the best of all time? Oh my God. This is Saturday night, and this is a documentary called Lorne. So, which incidentally I did actually watch on a Saturday. So weird. But yeah. So audio description, media access group narrated by Zambi Page. It's there's a lot to get through in terms of people willing to talk about Lorne that pop in and out of the documentary who were around during the times. It playfully pulls at Lorne Michaels in a way that uses some sort of like animation and Robert Smigel like portraying Lorne uh, like as a gag doing a Lorne Michaels impersonation. But it doesn't. If this man ever uh, made a wrong move in his life, it's not included in his. They give him a huge pass on the firings of the 90s and put that all on the network. This is like their opportunity to say, no, Lorne didn't want to fire Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. The network told him to fire Adam Sandler and Chris Farley. He never would have fired those guys because they were pursuing film careers. He loved them. He definitely did not fire Chris Farley for his drug use and addiction, as it's been largely rumored over the years. No, no. So, uh, yeah, this one just absolves him of everything and just is like Lorne Michaels. He's our, what is it? Adam that says something about when they were at Chris's funeral and he just looked over at Lorne and saw Lorne crying, and it's like everybody else was like stoic, and then they saw Lorne crying and it made everybody else cry. And it's like, wow. He was the wind beneath all of their wings. Um, so they get all of the cast members back that are willing to talk effusively about Lorne Michaels. And if you want that for, I don't know, not quite 2 hours, then this is the documentary for you. It's about the same as Downey Wrote That, which is, again, supposed to be a celebratory documentary of a Saturday Night Live writer behind all of your favorite skits, but at the same time, yeah, this one just huge pass to like large swaths of his of things that he's been rumored to have been involved in and be the reason behind and be the tough nut to crack and all those kind of things. It doesn't even like go through. I would much rather prefer like let's sit down. Let's do like a Martha and sit down with him and um actually because he's like he's just there's something in there about funny. Like if you're not funny within, and then ask him, read him the list of talent that he's rejected over the years and how many of those people ended up coming back around to host. And does he regret not hiring any of them? All of the people that have auditioned for him over the years, the list is insane of people who went on to become successful. So um, it's it kind of makes you question that magic touch that he has, or was their rejection what helped them become stars? If Kevin Hart had just been another Saturday Night Live cast member, would he have ever made his big stand-up movies that helped launch his film career? I don't know. I don't know if he had landed that, if he would have, uh, been able to put all of his eggs in the one basket that helped him. Remember when his stand-up films actually were like theatrically released and doing well at the box office? Yeah. So would he have? I don't know. But certainly several people over the years. it just I did learn about more about the new show, which was the show that he left Saturday Night Live for a time, and it was to start a similar program on Friday nights. And but it was taped and not in front of a live studio audience, so it was canned laughter. And they said it was hell to try to get through the show. But they got a whole bunch of celebrities, and it made me really want to watch um, the new show, which I'm sure has no um, existing episodes out there. But man, wouldn't that be crazy? John Candy and some of those people swung by. So this is fine. A whole bunch of people show up to talk about Lorne, and it goes through Saturday Night Live's years. Not so much in the later years. I mean, like, they just kind of assume that in the last couple, like the last decade-ish, that you just have been paying attention. And this is more for historical purposes and like where things were and became. He went to summer camp with Howard Shore, which I thought was really interesting, up in Canada. So there are things here that I liked. This is incredibly safe. This is a nice warm hug for Lorne Michaels before he goes out the door, which is likely going to happen sooner rather than later on either a professional or um, actual front. So audio description, like I said, jumped around between all the different celebrities commenting on things. It does, you know, it's fine. It talks about how Lauren wanted some of these crazy guests, right? And but that's about as far as it goes. So it doesn't, in terms of he wanted uh, people who kind of push the envelope in the narrative, I guess at the time. He wants these pop culture sensations of the moment, which is why, like Trump has hosted, and I don't think he's the only politician to have hosted. Um, I know I remember other politicians like breezing through and doing sketches. So this was okay. Like I guess I'm afresh on it, but I didn't need. Downey wrote that. I think it took someone that we knew less of and put that front and center. Lauren took somebody that we already made a movie about Saturday Night, and just affirmed that he's a good vibes type of guy. He's swell. So many people owe their lives and careers to Lorne Michaels, and they're not going to say a bad word about him. Anybody who did was not included in the documentary. Everybody else is just like, yeah, he's great. This is a great time. It's a great time to be alive and to live in the warmth of Lorne Michaels. So, I, I'm gonna give Lorne a 7.2 out of 10. It's fine for what it is. I'm thinking last year there was Being Eddie, which didn't really push Eddie too far, and I was like, well, for Eddie fans, they'll like this. So I mean, it's going to attract its core demographic. But is this like an achievement for the documentary filmmaking? No, it's not. So check out Lorne if you want on Peacock. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the other side.